Ancient Egypt, with its towering pyramids and enigmatic pharaohs, continues to captivate our imagination. The grandeur of its monuments and the sophistication of its culture have fascinated historians and archaeologists for centuries. Yet, the origins of this grand civilization remain shrouded in mystery. Despite extensive research, many questions about how this civilization began and evolved still linger. While the Nile River is often considered the cradle of Egyptian civilization, could there be other, overlooked sources? The fertile banks of the Nile provided sustenance and a means of transportation, but were they the only contributors to Egypt's rise? Emerging evidence suggests a compelling connection between ancient Egypt and the land of Eritrea, located across the Red Sea. This connection hints at a broader network of cultural and trade exchanges that may have influenced early Egyptian society. This essay delves into the intriguing possibility that Eritrea played a pivotal role in shaping the cultural landscape of ancient Egypt. By examining artifacts and historical records, we can uncover new insights into this ancient relationship. For centuries, scholars have sought to unravel the mysteries surrounding the genesis of ancient Egypt. Their efforts have led to numerous discoveries, yet the full picture remains elusive. The conventional narrative points to the Nile Valley as the sole source of Egyptian culture. This view has dominated historical discourse, emphasizing the importance of the river in the development of Egyptian society. However, recent archaeological discoveries and genetic studies have challenged this long-held assumption. These new findings suggest that the origins of Egyptian civilization may be more complex than previously thought. These findings hint at a more complex and interconnected past, one that extends beyond the traditional boundaries of ancient Egypt. By exploring these connections, we can gain a deeper understanding of how this remarkable civilization came to be. Could the seeds of Egyptian civilization have been sown in part by early migrants from the Horn of Africa? This intriguing question has fascinated historians and archaeologists for years, prompting extensive research and debate. Intriguingly, theories of migration from Eritrea to Egypt have circulated for decades. These theories propose that early migrants brought with them not just their physical presence, but also their rich cultural heritage, influencing the development of what would become one of the world's most iconic civilizations. These theories find support in shared cultural practices observed in both regions. From traditional dances to ceremonial rituals, the echoes of a shared past can be seen in the cultural artifacts and practices that have been preserved over millennia. The ancient Eritreans, skilled seafarers and traders, may have embarked on journeys across the Red Sea, carrying with them their customs, beliefs, and knowledge. Their expertise in navigation and trade would have facilitated cultural exchanges, enriching both regions. Linguistic analysis reveals tantalizing similarities between ancient Egyptian and languages spoken in the Horn of Africa. Scholars have meticulously compared scripts and found connections that suggest a deeper, intertwined history. Certain words related to agriculture, religion, and social structures exhibit striking resemblances. These linguistic parallels provide compelling evidence of a shared cultural and linguistic heritage that has persisted through the ages. For instance, the ancient Egyptian word for God, Neter, finds a parallel in the Eritrean Tigrinya word Neter, meaning holy or sacred. This shared terminology underscores the profound connections between these ancient civilizations. These linguistic echoes suggest a shared cultural vocabulary that hints at a common ancestral heritage. The similarities in language, culture, and practices between ancient Egypt and the Horn of Africa paint a picture of interconnectedness that transcends time and geography, offering a fascinating glimpse into our collective past. Further evidence supporting an Eritrean connection can be found in the realm of burial practices and religious rituals. These practices offer a fascinating glimpse into the spiritual lives of ancient peoples, revealing how they honored their dead and sought to ensure a safe passage to the afterlife. Both ancient Egyptians and Eritreans shared a reverence for the afterlife, as demonstrated by their elaborate burial customs. These customs were not merely about interring the dead, but were deeply intertwined with their beliefs about the soul's journey and the afterlife's significance. The practice of mummification, aimed at preserving the body for the afterlife, was central to both cultures, albeit with regional variations. In Egypt, the process was highly ritualized, involving specific rites and materials, while in Eritrea, different methods were employed, yet the underlying purpose remained the same. Intriguingly, similarities extend to the realm of deities. The pantheon of gods and goddesses worshipped by these ancient civilizations reveals a shared spiritual heritage. Hathor, the ancient Egyptian goddess of love, beauty, and music, bears a striking resemblance to an Eritrean deity known as Astar. This connection suggests a cultural exchange or a shared origin of these divine figures. Both goddesses were associated with fertility, motherhood, and protection. Their worship was central to the daily lives of the people, reflecting the importance of these aspects in their societies. This shared pantheon of gods and goddesses suggests a common religious framework that likely predates the rise of ancient Egypt. It points to a deeper, interconnected history that shaped the spiritual and cultural landscapes of these ancient civilizations. Central to the Eritrea-Egypt connection is the enigmatic land of Punt. Ancient Egyptian texts depict Punt as a land of abundance, renowned for its exotic goods including incense, ebony, gold, and ivory. While the exact location of Punt remains a subject of debate, many scholars believe it to be present-day Eritrea and Somalia. The Egyptians held Punt in high regard, referring to it as Ta-Netjer, meaning land of the god. Expeditions to Punt were major undertakings, often led by pharaohs themselves. The goods acquired from Punt were not merely luxury items. They played a crucial role in Egyptian religious ceremonies and were highly prized for their symbolic value. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications.